The factories Henry Ford established 100 years ago allowed Dearborn to be a melting pot of cultures, from Polish to Italian to more recently Middle Easterners such as I. Contrary to the linear image viewed by others, Dearborn overflows with culture. It's one of hospitality, family values, a sense of community, and of course food. It holds all its roots from our place of origin. With the largest concentration of Arab Americans in America, Dearborn has been at the forefront of criticism and political adversities. With our community values, however, we continue to deconstruct negative stereotypes by welcoming everyone. As an Arab Christian myself, I can attest to that. Any mom and pop store I enter, I am embraced with wide smiles and warm greetings, such as Assalamu alaikum, meaning peace be upon you. These are the typical things you come across when you enter our bakeries, markets, and annual festivals, with comforting, fragrant smells filling the air that may seem foreign to those not originating from Dearborn. Spontaneously deciding to visit our high school friends that deservingly got accepted into Harvard, I, along with some other friends, left the cultural bubble we call Dearborn and embarked on a trip into the real world, into foreign land that none of us had been before. And we did it with no parental guidance either. We unknowingly and somewhat ignorantly forced ourselves into adulthood, learning from the hardships of a big city as we went along. Aside from the beautiful physical attractions the cities of Boston and Cambridge had to offer, my friends and I quickly began to notice how much it lacked in comparison to our hometown. We were not greeted with warm greetings and wide smiles as we had grown to overlook back home, but instead rude, unwelcoming, stuck-up people. It was honestly quite disappointing to have such a negative experience in a city that I had expected so much from, especially a city with so much historical value. But regardless, we made the most of it, as stupid college teens do. The culture shock had hit us the second we entered the city. It was noticeably hard to get acclimated to such a diverse and foreign city, and rather than making new friends of different backgrounds, my friends and I tended to gravitate towards others of Middle Eastern descent, such as my friend's roommate Omar, as he had felt the most familiar and the most home. While there are drawbacks from being born and raised in such a closely knit community as Dearborn, there is a reason I, along with so many others, continue to call it home. It is a city symbolic of my Middle Eastern heritage, a city like no other, a city that, regardless of where you come from or your background, will make any person who enters the city feel accepted and welcome. It is vital to broaden your cultural horizons, and it is also crucial to find the beauty your cultural heritage has to offer, as you are representative of it wherever you decide to be.